Hi, teacher. We are group number 12, and we are going to show you our portfolio.
To enter 4, we write 4 in the upper left bar. 4 enables you to examine the historical cumulative performance of your portfolio relative to each benchmark. Easily change the analysis time frame to identify specific superiors or long-term performance patterns. Identify the sectors or holdings that have contributed to your portfolio's performance and compare it relative to your benchmark. Biometrics such as valuation ratios, earnings group, duration, credit quality, yields, and spend to evaluate the core investment structure of your portfolio. Aggregate with any classification, source and sector, country, or any classification that you define. In this work, the criterion used to filter the ETF was the highest YTD return.
In Bloomberg, import the performance, the statistical summary to analyze our portfolio with an index benchmark. In the comparison of our portfolio analysis with the benchmark, in 3 months, we get a positive return of 2.11 versus 9.88%. It means that we have not done very well because we are well below 9.88%. In the share ratio, analyzing the table, we can see that during periods it is lower than the benchmark. That is comparing and it is positive. Share ratio is a methodology, an indicator that is used to analyze the performance, and I calculate the return with the volatility of my portfolio. In this case, I have a share ratio lower than B benchmark in 3 months with 2.98 versus 3.98%.
Okay, now, as my friend told you, we are going to show you the port function to compare the performance of our portfolio and to have an idea what would happen in the future. So first, we have here in the risk, the bar, which show us the worst case scenario and tell us the maximum amount in percentage that we could lose on the portfolio any given day with a 95% of confidence level. According to this analysis, is the worst possible scenario, the portfolio would only have a loss of minus 0.97%. That means that the losses are greater than negative bar. Additionally, we have the standard deviation, which is a measure that provides information about the mean dispersion of a variable. If this is higher, it's going to be the historical volatility, and therefore its risk. In our portfolio, in the long term, as we can see here, is around 12 and 12% on 12.26, which show us that the benchmark is going to be in 6 or 1 year.
My turn. Hi teacher, I am going to tell you about Jensen Alpha. Jensen Alpha is also an indicator of risk return difference between the return of my portfolio with the benchmark. In the portfolio is with positive 6.36, show us that our portfolio earned more than enough return to be compensated for the risk they took over the course of the year. In this work, we use the following indicators. These assets are filtered mainly by the yield factor, green bonds, liquidity ratios, ROE, PV value, market value, EBITDA, and dividend yield, which allows us to diversify our return margin and avoid loss if we only use a single indicator. And that's all.
Thank you.